G'day and welcome to DuckZorly Gaming and our new Let's Play series on Fenton Forest by Stevie. Are we excited? Yes, we are. We love Stevie's maps and we are going to love bringing this map to you as well. So, Fenton Forest version 1.0 has been released. This is the final version. Stevie did originally say, coming out from beta version 2, that the final version wouldn't be released until Giants released a patch 1.3. However, obviously, Stevie, I would say, has gone in and been using the beta patch to test out a couple of things, and he's quite happy that now there's only two things that are going to need to be really changed from what he can see with Giants with the patch, and those changes will not incur a requirement of a new save game, so therefore he's obviously released for us all to enjoy now. Now, in saying that, this version of the map, if you have been playing the early beta versions of his map, does require a new save game, so you will need to delete the map file and your save games and start all over again, unfortunately. Anyway, in saying that, we have spent a lot of time assisting and testing and playing in general this map all the way through the build cycle, and particularly on the multiplayer server, DuckZorly Gaming, and we've been having an absolute ball. So we are going to get stuck into it. What are we doing? So we are playing effectively on a hard mode. We are going to build up. We've got to buy our fields, all that sort of stuff. We're not starting out with a go big, go home or anything else like that. We have bought all of our equipment. We have got a fair bit of equipment. This map is going to be a Stevie tribute map. So effectively, every mod we use, wherever possible, mostly where possible, will be Stevie stuff. So we are using predominantly Stevie mods. There is some other stuff that I want to use that isn't Stevie stuff, but by and large, the majority of this stuff will be stuff that Stevie has modded and brought to us for Farming Simulator 19. So, we are going to get in and do that. We've got $195,000 in capital left for us. We own 3 farms, which we'll get 3 fields, which we'll get to shortly, plus the farm and the BGA. And that's where we're going to stand and where we're going to start off from. What I'm going to do now is we're going to have a quick tour around the farm. I'll show you the map. We'll point out the areas on the map, but we'll actually do a tour of the map and see the map as we're actually playing along. I don't see the point of going through the whole map, showing every sale point. We will go through the tabs and go through the sale points, so it actually shows you what you can buy and sell at whatever point quickly. And then we are also going to do a tour, probably the next episode, of through the wooded area and show you how good it does actually look. It's a beautiful looking. All right, so I've chin wagged enough. We're going to get into it. Let's go and have a bit of a tour and have a look at this farm area. So this is where we start. We start over here in this little patio area over here at the back of the farmhouse, and you'll come out through the gate, and this is it. You're in the farm. The open door there indicates where you will go in and do your sleep cycle. So you go in there, I think it's after 7:30 of the night, and you can cycle through the night with the sleep mode. That's all well and good. Directly next to the farmhouse, we have this workshop here. This is actually a workshop area. I think I've parked over the workshop sign, but you can see this is the workshop area. You can come in here and customize your equipment. And we also have the Karcher pressure cleaner here as well, so we can clean the equipment in the same area or at the same time, customizing it. Directly opposite the farmhouse and the workshop, we have our windrow sales, which is this shed here. We can bring in our bales, our silage bales, all that sort of stuff, and sell them here. Remembering we haven't got seasons, so we can actually sell all our grass bales and all that sort of stuff. All right, then we're going to go over. We're going to go over and have a look at the silos over here, and the rest of the map as it's laid out. And we'll then have a look at what equipment we've got to start with. Then you can see there's the trigger for the workshop. All right, so let's go in and have a look at the silos. In the middle of the 4 silo bins, you can see there is where we actually have the drop-off point where we drop off the crops. Through here we have one of our outlet pipes. This is actually the outlet pipe for the stores, the silo store. So whatever is stored in the silos can come out. Now the silos will store everything with the exception of our pallet products being cotton, wool and eggs. Okay, everything else can go in here. Milk can go in here, silage, manure can go in here, all that sort of stuff. Okay, and it's got a huge capacity. It is 16 million litres. Now, a lot of people say that's unrealistic, it's not achievable, it's just stupid, da-da-da-da. Fine, don't use it, okay? But for those of us that just want to get in and play the game and enjoy the atmospherics and all that sort of stuff, you'll deal with it and just use it. Okay, this area here is a supply purchase point. Now from here we can purchase things like our solid fertilizer, lime, seeds, There's a whole pile of stuff we can buy from here. I think even grass. We'll bring a trailer in here a little bit later, and we'll actually see exactly what it is we can buy here. But basically, a lot of your supply stuff you can buy from here directly. Talking of supply points, you can also purchase other things here at the farm, namely being herbicide. So herbicide is able to be purchased from this tank here, this grey tank or concrete tank. Okay, just off here to the right hand side. And off here to our left hand side is a purchase point for manure, slurry and digestate. Okay? So you can basically purchase anything you need for your farm from the farm. And again, some won't like that. That's okay. Deal with it is. Alright, so we're going to have a look at the sheep while we're here. So over on the back side of that, just here at the top end there near the sundial there, is the water trough over there. Over to the right hand side there, you can see the feed trough. Here in front of us, we've got the wool pallet spawn area. So the yellow and black area is where the wool pallets will spawn. The orange and black area is a sale point. So if you push your pallets or load your pallets into that area, they will sell your wool pallets there. Okay. The other area just up here in front of us is the buy and sell point. So you can buy and sell the sheep locally. And as you can see, we start off the map with some sheep. There's the black sheep of the family, and the rest of them being white sheep. Part of the additions of the final map was Stevie made an adjustment, removed some of the forest sort of area. It was looking a little bit like that, a little bit of forestry area or trees and grass and stuff, and put in this big shed here, which is good. And we've used that to put our hardy sprayer in. He also added in this storage area. So this storage area is for manure, slurry and digestate. So you can actually bring over your manure and all that sort of stuff and store it here. They aren't buy points, they're storage points. And he's added this extra access point out to the road, which goes up to that road down there, goes down to the main farm, and this area here enters into our fields. Get to enough. The other thing Stevie did add, which was a nice touch for the final version, he's added in these little light poles all through the map, so it'll be nice to see what this place looks like when it's up at night now. So we've got a bit of extra lighting. This area here is the pigs, so we have our liquid slurry here. This here is not a storage point for anything. There's another one of these over near the other area, which I'll show you shortly. This is a manure point, so the manure from the pigs will actually be collected there, and then we can go and collect that and put it in the storage or sell it or you want to. This trigger here is the straw trigger. We then have the water trough, the buy and sell point there, and then we have the feed trough. That's the pigs. Okay. Over here at the farmhouse, we do have the chickens as well. You will notice we did have some black pigs over there as well, so they're the starting pigs as well. This is the chickens that are at the main farm. So we have the feed trough there. We have the buy and sell point up the far left-hand side. And here on the right-hand side behind us is the spawn point for the egg pallets. Over here we have the cows. Co-located right next to the cows in a very convenient location is our 2 silage clamps there, which we're using as storage for our trailers. Now the cow shed itself, here on the left hand side where this big bulk liquid transport trailer is, that is the milk offload point. So the milk will come out through there into a trailer, then it will go off and be sold. We then have the feed trough here that Bessie's trying to get feed out of. There's no feed in, so she's struggling to get any feed. This here is the spawn point that we're going through now for the, sorry, I say spawn point, the buy and sell point for the cows. Then we have the water trough here. Go around through here. This is the straw tip point or drop off point. Then have our liquid slurry, and we have our manure clamp there as well. Down in here where this trailer is, this is the little pond. This is our water source for the farm. And from here we can actually get all the water to support the farm. And as you can see, we put the trailer in there and filled it up, and it's just waiting to be used, which we'll have to do shortly to support all our animals. Lastly, in the way of animals, we have our horses. Not that we're going to see much use out of those. We have a little jumping yard over there for them to actually do some stuff. Over through up there in the path, that is the feed trough for the horses. This is the water trough for the horses here. That is for the hay drop off there, I believe. Again, I haven't done any I still have not done any horse work at all in this game. So anyway, and this here is the buy sell point. Off in here, again, not a vehicle storage area, or that could be used for that way if you don't have any horses. This is the manure pit that the manure arrives in from the horse stalls. As for storage at the farm, we've got plenty of storage. As you can see, all our tractors here are in this lean-to shed here. It's a nice little lean-to shed with the wood panelling on the 3 sides. We then have another big storage shed over here. Got the headers for the combines down in here. It also starts us off with some bales, some straw bales and some grass bales. We then have a big traditional big traditional shed that we see on all of Stevie's maps. Lovely shed, makes us feel right at home. We've got all our big heavy equipment in there. We've got a secondary shed just down here for our supplementary equipment, which at the moment is all but empty except for our potato harvester and our cotton module unit. 2 small lean-to sheds here for ancillary equipment. Then we come back to our silos. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the farm at Fenton Forest. And the other thing here is there's a fuel tank here outside the shed. So that's our fuel. Right, that's basically it. That is the farm at Fenton Forest. So what we're going to do now is we are going to have a look at the PDA, and we'll go through all the areas on the map, and then what we'll do is we'll get stuck into some farming. So we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the PDA, and this will show us the layout of the map and where everything is. So as you can see, our farm is down here in the southwest corner of the map. Fields we own, as we said before, we start off with field 1 and 2. We also bought field 8, which is our grass field. And for those of you that have seen any of my previous work, you know that the Lord of the Grass needs to have some grass to mow with his Big M, which is part of the map. And we will be doing so in the future. So rest assured, we will be getting some grass mowed. Apart from that, we also have a train line that runs around the map. And it's actually quite a scenic trip. We might actually jump in the train in the next episode or 2 and go for a bit of a train ride and have a bit of a look around. It is very, very scenic, especially up through the back end. But what we'll do, we'll have a look at where the sell points are. So up the north here, we have 2 sale points. We have Port Northwest and we have the Fenton Dairy. We'll go through and look at what each place looks at in the tab up here shortly. But we'll just showcase where all the items are. This is the BGA up through here. There is also a service station or a fuel gas station, whatever you want to call it, just here as well, near the roundabout. Our timber yard is up here with a nice big placeable area as well. Now, obviously, Stevie hasn't got all his production stuff running at the moment, all that sort of stuff that we had in FS17, and we saw through all his maps in 17, Beaver Creek, Pine Cove, Sherwood Park Farm, all that sort of things. Hopefully they will be coming. So we have our wood chip sales and we have our wood sales up here. Have a railroad silo east so we can pump some stuff into the trains. We have a manure sale point here. Over here we have one of our mills. That's our grain mill. We then have a heating plant, so again it's a secondary sale point for our wood. Another fuel or gas station over here between 16 and 13. We have Fenton Mill over here near field 15. Now field 15, previously we've made those that are cotton field. That's what that will end up being when we do purchase that. But it's a nice big field, and it's got a mill co-located over there, which is quite handy. The shop is down here. We'll actually go and have a look at the shop. There's not much to see. It's just a shop and reasonably close. One thing with the shop, if you do reset items that you buy, it will materialize down here on the bottom part of this farm. Okay. So resetting anything on the map will bring it back to the farm. Grain elevator east. Another main sell point is the southeast port. We then have the spinnery where we can sell our cotton modules and our wool. Another gas station here. We then have the animal yards. We have animal supplies and we have the animal dealer. And then we have the train station mill. So have a look at what we can actually sell and where we can sell it. As you can see here, we've got an assortment of crops we already own. We already have in the silo. So Stevie starts us off with some crop and some all that sort of stuff, which is fine. This is in farm manager mode, the easiest version. In relation to what you can buy and sell, the animal supplies. So we can buy and sell corn and potato, our root crops, silage, grass, all that sort of stuff. The BJ will take all our windrow stuff and our manure and all that sort of stuff there as well. The wool sales, the farm wool sales will only take wool. okay, which is what we'd expect. The farm windrow sales. Where are we there? We've got, so silage bales, it'll take straw, grass and wheat, grass, straw and hay bales sale to sell. Oh, tongue tied. Fenton Dairy. Fenton Dairy will take soybeans for some reason, obviously make soy milk. It will take eggs, it will take milk, and that's it for the Fenton Dairy. The Fenton Mill will take all our arable crops, as too will the Grain Elevator East, the Grain Mill, Port Northwest and Port Southeast. Scroll across through here. So all those areas take all the same the way of crops, with the exception that obviously the manure sales point will take the manure, the liquid and solid manure, and Port Northwest will also take wood chips and silage. Okay, that gives you a good summary of basically where everything gets sold. Or the wood chip sales, here we go, is their wood chip sales on up the north area. Okay, so that is the crux of everything that you can actually buy and sell on the farm. Next, we'll go through, we'll have a quick look at our equipment, and then we'll get stuck into some farming if we've got enough time, which we should have some time. We'll just get started. Okay, be right back. Okay, so this is the equipment we have in the garage. This is stuff we own and what we've bought. So, again, like I said, most of this stuff is Stevie mods. We have a auto-loading flat deck trailer. This is from our Falfa 6945. This is what we've done a review on, and it's become our go-to trailer. It auto-loads everything, all the pallets, all that sort of stuff. It's a great mod, so we're using that. We have a Vultra N series, we have a Massey Ferguson 7700, and we have a Case Maxim. We have a Quad Track 2 from Stevie. We have the Vultra S series. We have a T8 and a T7 New Holland. We have the Kenworths, so both the T610s and the K100s from Torque Modding. We have the Agco Ideal Combines. Now, these aren't the Stevie ones, and I can't remember who actually made these ones, so I'm very sorry. I will fix that up later, but we've got those, and you'll see the reason why we've got those in a minute. We've got Stevie's TerraTrack 692 potato harvester. We've got Stevie's Module Express 635 cotton module baler. We have the default Rubicon 9000. We have Stevie's Krone Big M 517 Ti. All hail the Big M. We have the Mahindra, which is Giant's default. We have Stevie's TX 560D trailers. We have Stevie's Crampy KS 950 trailers set in a B double configuration, basically. Not quite, but anyway. We have Stevie's Hallmasters overloaders. We have Draper 3162 45-foot drapers for our combines. We have some Capello corn headers for our combines. We have a John Deere 5-section disc furrow plough. Now this is from, I think it was BT Taylor's modding. I'll have to, again, I'll check on that one. We have a Joker cultivator by Stevie. We have a couple of Pronto seeders. We have a K165 Breedle for our lime. We have a K105 Breedle for our fertilization. We have a Pottinger Tedder. We have a Krone Swadro windrower. We have a couple of loading wagons here. We got an 8400 W90K by Stevie. We have a couple of Mark S32 trailers, so bulk liquid transport trailers, one for water, one for milk. A couple of front loader attachments, a couple of dollies, and a shed which we've installed up the north of our grass field, which is where all our grass equipment is going to be. All right, so that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on over and grab a combine, and we're going to head over to get him started on one of the fields. What we'll do is we'll just park this guy here, out of the way. All right. Now, so there's the Kenworth K100s, there's our T610s, and here's our combines. As you can see, these are the Ideal 8Ts based on the Giant's default ones. However, they do have the color option, and I think these look pretty schmick. I do like the all black version, but I also like the fact that we can actually add the little bit of color to them as well. I think they look quite nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Fent out today. So we'll grab the Fent, Going to head on over here and we're going to grab our draper header. Tucked in here. We're just going to run around that header there. Reverse up and grab this one. Now we do have the ability, we do have course play enabled on this map, and we will be using course play at times. We're not going to overplay with course play, but it's certainly something we will use. For instance, we may use that for offloading a combine on one particular day. We may use it for the combine course on another day. Who knows? We'll just shake it up a little bit. But if nothing else, it'll also give you a bit more example and showing off how to use course play as you're playing your farming sim team. Right, down through here, past the pigs. Now this will obviously be a little bit longer episode than what we're used to because of the fact that we've done the tour of the map and all that sort of stuff. I do apologise for that, but I do hope you've stuck with us and you enjoyed the series. I can promise you from here on in we'll be pretty much head down, bum up, getting into the farming, and that's just what we want to do. We want to maximise our time on the farm and on the fields and get all that done. So we'll get this guy started, and then we'll probably start doing some signing off, and we'll come back in the next episode. So the next episode, the plan will be we'll get our animals all up and running. We're going to sell off the horses. We're not going to have the horses, but we'll start feeding all our other animals and get them going because we want to get them going as much as we can. And we are going to support all the animals, so the chickens, the cows, the sheep, and the pigs. We're going to have them continue on in this Let's Play series. So we're going to be busy. But that's okay. We quite happy to be busy. Well, I don't want to unfold that. I want to hate it when the game doesn't listen to me. Right. Now unfold. There we go. Unfold the combine. There we go. Turn on the combine. And away we go. We're going to start in earnest. Righto. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. I would like to thank Stevie on so many levels. He's given me personally a whole pile of satisfaction and enjoyment out of this game. And I certainly hope he has to you as well. Like I said, go check out this. The link to Stevie's Facebook page will be down below in the comments. Go over there, check the map out, download it. If you like it, go and give him a comment. Say, yep, you've done a good job, Stevie. Enjoy it, blah, 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 whatever else. If you didn't enjoy it, that's okay. Go back and just give him some positive feedback in duration of what you don't like, possibly as well. Also, as I've said previously, if you're also so inclined, the only way Stevie makes any money from any mods or anything else like that is via direct PayPal donations. So every cent you give goes directly to Stevie. And his PayPal link is available, again, on his Facebook page. So if you feel generous, then please don't hesitate to give him a couple of bucks for a coffee and say thanks for all your hard work. Because like I said, he goes above and beyond in relation to all the stuff he does. And while some people, as I said previously in other episodes and other live streams, some people may not like the fact it's just a reskin of rework of Giants Default. By the same token, it still takes time and effort to do it, and it certainly makes our life easier in the fact that we've got modded equipment that works better, faster, or whatever else you may actually want at the time. So please don't hesitate to do that. Apart from that, don't also forget to come over to DuckZorly Gaming, check out our Discord channel. Discord details are down below. Also, if you liked the episode, please don't hesitate to press that like button. If you didn't like it, press the dislike button as well. That's okay. It just clears out the toilet. And also, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you are a subscriber or you are recently or newly subscribing, don't forget to press that notification bell so as you get advised when new videos are released or are going live on a live stream or whatever else. And also, don't forget, and again, details are down below, to come and check out and join us on SGS, Simulation Gaming Society. It's a group born by Eustace Pharmer, Grizzly Bear Sims, and myself. Those two guys, go check them out as well. They are beyond the best roleplay video producers for farming sim I've ever seen, and it's a pleasure to be associated with those two great gentlemen. And yeah, go check them out. Also, if you would like and consider joining us on Patreon to support the channel, I would like to send a big thank you to our Alton Paget, who's our latest Patreon. So thank you, Alton, for joining and supporting the channel. Helps us with the costs of like the multiplayer server and all that sort of stuff, and that also provides those that are Patreons access to the multiplayer server and other things that we can do from time to time. And that is pretty much it. I'm warbling on again, so don't forget, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and we will see you next time back here on Fenton Forest Farm. Go check it out. It is great fun. We really enjoy it, and we can't wait to bring the rest of this to you. This is DuckZorly, and no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, no matter where you are in the world, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon. See you all later.